Ms. Irani, you are also the Women and Child Development Minister, and therefore I want to ask you a question on a new kind of a law which has come out in at least 2 states, BJP ruled states, which is the Love Jihad, commonly called the Love Jihad law. I want to ask you the basic fundamental question on whether women should have the freedom to decide on who they want to marry or not. Or should religion come in the middle? Should other people in the society, the family have more of a say? Or should women be the decision makers in this fundamental decision of their lives?
As a woman who's married to a Zoroastrian Parsi, as a woman who's married under the Special Marriage Act, I will only say this, that a woman has an equal right not only to choose her partner, but also the equal right not to be defrauded or forcibly converted. The law provides that protection. The terminology that you use for the sake of debate is not an issue that I would like to elaborate upon, because as I have enunciated, a woman's right is to choose a partner that she wants to spend the rest of her life with, but it's also her right equally not to be defrauded, not to be forcibly converted.
But who's supposed to decide that? Her family, the society? Because there are many cases that are registered, a couple just walking, back home from possibly a kind of a party or a kind of a meeting, were caught and put and taken to the police station. It's happened in UP. These kind of cases have come up. People have been arrested. Do you think whipping up passions
Navika,
on
in the
something
year
like
2009, in a court verdict from the state of Kerala, the BJP is not in power, neither was it in power at the center. There has been a declaration from a judicious body with regards to the term that you use, Love Jihad. And the court had, in one of its pronouncements, and I'm subject to be corrected, said, and it was a Times of India report, I remember, said that there were around 3,500 to 4,000 such cases. Can the courts be denied such pronouncements on the basis of evidence presented before them? And that is why I reiterate, a woman has the right to choose anybody beyond the age of 18, to marry anybody that she deems fit, but she equally has the right to be protected by the law from defrauding or from forcible conversion. That is my position that I will consistently maintain. We have in our country a robust judicial system to seek refuge in and to get support from, apart from communities and families.
But in the meantime, harassment of youngsters in this manner, is that justified?
I will only say this again. There have been cases where women have come out in droves and said that they have been defrauded. Are you telling me that their pain does not matter? There have been women who have come out and said, especially those pre the law of triple talaq, who said that they were being duped into such marriages and left to fend for themselves. Will you deny them justice?
Well, Ms. Irani,
so that is why I reiterate. A woman has an equal law to be protected from being defrauded and from being forcibly converted and then dumped. And if you deny that woman justice, Navika, then you truly don't believe in gender rights.
Ms. Irani, I want to ask you today when we are speaking, there is a lot of buzz on social media, and there is a horrific incident that's come to light from Mangolpuri in Delhi. And this is being called the lynching of Rinku Sharma. There are versions that have come out. While the police says there is nothing communal, but the family's statements clearly point out to some sort of a communal element in the killing of Rinku Sharma. I want to ask you, all those who were willing to believe the family in Navreet Singh, the man who was in the tractor rally of 26th of January, whose tractor overturned and he lost his life, unfortunately. All those people who were ready to believe the family of Navreet Singh on 26th January today are believing the police version. I want to ask you, is there something telling in this secular silence on Rinku Sharma?
Well, it's for sure, Mr. Sardesai won't be visiting the bereaved family. I will only say this, Navika. At a time when there's an active investigation, politicians might want to jump to the next headline. And I think as responsible citizens, we need to let the investigation complete. My condolences to the family of that young man, and I'm hopeful that justice will be done.
But Ms. Smriti Irani, there are being parallels drawn that this man was, carrying saffron flags, believed in Ram Mandir and wanted to collect chanda for the Ram Mandir, and therefore there could have possibly existed some communal enmity between the two communities.
You know the horrific scenes from West Bengal, where a BJP Karyakarta is hung publicly because he chants Jai Shri Ram. The horrific scenes from West Bengal, where women Karyakartas of the Bharatiya Janata Party are gang raped because they had the audacity to fight a local body election. When those scenes come to the fore, one does question the silence of certain media stalwarts who at one point in their journalistic lives did not have enough vans to communicate the tragedies that were being unfolding in a flood-like situation like Assam. So yes, I will here consider your position that there is a studied silence by certain vested interest, but let me reiterate, I am somebody who is constitutionally mandated to take a principled and a very responsible position. I will again say my condolences to the family, and it is my belief that justice will be done, and I will resist the temptation to jump to a headline.
Well, thank you very much, Smriti Irani. I hope you will break your silence when the investigation goes forward and we have a position where we can actually speak on the facts and the investigation giving us more details on Rinku Sharma's murder stroke lynching. But till then, of course, we will continue to question the secular silence of all those who have so many tears for akhlaq should be there. But the question is, why not for Rinku Sharma? Thank you very much, Smriti Irani, for joining me on Frankly Speaking.
Navika, I'm grateful that you called me today, but I would leave you with this particular sentiment of mine. There are many people who chant Jai Shri Ram, knowing that they will be in peril. But they do so not because they believe in politics. They do so because that is their Shraddha. And it is dedicated to them that I will sign off saying Jai Shri Ram.